So the Powered and Prepared program, I think in the question and answer section, there is a link for all those that need to prepare themselves for disaster kits, evacuation strategies. We have a booklet there that is available for them to actually start the process now. When starting the process, it's very important to me anyway, because of my experience with the shutoff that took place in Larkspur. I was unprepared. I didn't know what to do, except for the fact that I've had some experience, of course, as a first responder. So I've stayed calm, and things did arise and things did get better. However, today we have a great team at MCIL, and they have put together the program to make it very easy for each and every one of you beyond the sound of my voice here and your friends to be empowered to be powered and prepared. So I can go into more detail about it, but we do have a number of agencies that are involved, PG&E, Fire Safe Marin, CFILC, and Disabled Disaster Access Resources. Those are the four big agencies, but of course we can't do it alone. So we need each and every one of you out there who knows somebody, who knows somebody, who knows somebody, to get them informed that they can go to marincil.org/partners/ and you will be able to get all the details of the prepared list and information that you may need to prepare your own list. Also, we have information in regards to batteries, and we have information in regards to other services that we provide. We serve about 1,200 people a year, and the most important thing you can do right now during COVID is to take down my phone number, or Marin CIL's phone number with my extension. It's 415-459-6245, extension 10. I answer the phone usually every day. You leave a message and I will be back to you. I'm also the person that delivers batteries. So if you have a problem and you actually qualify for those batteries going through our website, don't worry about it being delivered. I deliver anywhere, anytime. That's my job, and I enjoy doing every minute of it. So if you need anything here, you can ask me those questions and I'll be ready to answer them for you.
Sorry, Maurice. We do have a couple of slides. If you want to kind of whip through them really quickly.
If you wish, you can put them up.
People get a little bit of overview on that.
No problem.
Thank you.
Are you going through each one of these slides individually?
Well, I'll tell you, maybe we'll go through them together since we got them up here. So obviously we have the Powered and Prepared program.
Yes.
And I can maybe ask questions related to the slides. So partner agencies are part of it, huh?
Yes, these four agencies I just mentioned are the big four. And then of course we have other agencies involved, which are subcontractors that we use in all the communities, from Vivalon to Community Action Marin, etc., West Marin Community Services. So we're everywhere trying to get everybody involved in our system. And it's who is helping us prepare for public safety power shutoff, and that's these four people plus other agencies. And now we can also talk about the next slide, who can receive support and services through this program. Well, mostly the people that are in Tier 3, which are extreme risk of wildfires, and elevated risk in Tier 2. Tier 3 is West Marin, out there where all of the vegetation is dry and high winds. And then there's also Tier 2, which is going to be Novato area, some parts of San Rafael downtown, San Anselmo, and Mill Valley. We can actually qualify people for batteries to operate in case of a shutoff in these two tiers first. There's also a map that gives a highlight of where these tiers are. They're in those areas that I mentioned, West Marin, parts of northern Novato, and also in San Rafael, some parts of downtown, also Mill Valley and Fairfax, of course, those areas. How can we get more information and sign up for Powered and Prepared? You can have a person apply through MCIL. As a community partner, you are welcome to help clients, consumers complete the application and apply online. And if the online application is not accessible, Marin Center for Independent Living staff will help each and every one of you apply for and prepare. We'd like everyone to be empowered to be prepared. What is emergency preparedness? 4 easy steps. You can see all 4 of those there. You must, actually, this is the most important, which we're talking about now. Create a plan and share it with your network of support. Connect with partner organizations. Most important is to update your health information and stay informed. And create your emergency supplies kit and plan how and when to evacuate. So this information that you have here, it may seem like a lot right now, but if you go to the website, like I mentioned, marincil.org/partners/ and you will be able to get the booklet itself that walks you through every step of being powered and prepared for these disasters.
Great. Well, thanks so much. And I think for the audience, we're fortunate really to have you, because this is the person who makes sure that those batteries get to your home. And he's giving you the sort of the secret code of how to get a hold of them, and he'll get out there pretty quickly. One of the questions that came from the audience is kind of a technical one. It's more of an observation, and that is that the batteries themselves are designed to provide what I think of as standard household voltage, like 110, 120, and that would run like a laptop computer or cell phone and things like that. It's not designed to run a washing machine. But I think my follow-up, is that correct? That's what they're designed for?
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah. And people who are using medical devices, are the more common medical devices, is that the voltage that is required for them to operate?
We have 3 batteries, one Yeti 500, a Yeti 1500, and a Yeti 3000. The 500 runs CPAP machines, smaller, it's 12 pounds. The 1500 will run an oxygen machine, or two, let's say 2 items at one time. And then the 3000, of course, is the mother of them all, and it can run almost anything that you have in the household.
Well, that is really good to know. And I think that's another reason to enroll early, so that you can have all of that in the database, and then you're going to know what people need, because you have a sense of what their needs are in the home. So that's a bit about.
Can I just add one quick thing to that? And I'm sorry to interrupt, but not everyone will be able to use a high voltage battery. In some cases, folks with more complex medical equipment might need to be supported by going to a hotel versus one of our batteries, or a higher model generator, which could be installed. But the batteries really are designed, as you said, for those more common medical devices. We will work with everyone, regardless of their medical device, to figure out the best support that they need, whether it's battery, generator, or a hospital or a hotel stay during a power shutoff.
Great. No interruptions. That's perfect. That's just what we're looking for. And once again, that's why you reach out early to the Marin Center for Independent Living, so they can help assess your needs and you get what is right for you. We've talked a bit about the batteries. I was wondering, you also help individuals prepare personal preparedness plans. Can you talk a little bit about what the elements of that are?
It's true. The personal preparedness plan is again on that website, marincil.org/partners/, and you will receive all the information necessary. You can download that information and actually start your preparedness kit. They have emergency supply kits, checklists. They have information on the medication and credit cards and things you need when you're about ready to evacuate. So everything has been pre-planned and set for you to make it very easy for you to apply for or be able to prepare yourself with the disaster kit.
Yeah, it's that thinking ahead that makes all the difference.
It does.
Going through the checklists like that, getting everything laid out, so there's something, if you do need to move or shelter in place, you're ready to go.
Right. Either way.
Fantastic service.
Either way.
A little bit more back to the batteries. Do you ever run into a situation where you've had requests for batteries, but you were essentially out of batteries or unable to fulfill the order?
Not yet. Matter of fact, we have almost 200 batteries in the office right now. but not, of course, not everybody will qualify, but it's almost like you fill out the application and you're probably one of the first ones, first come, first serve, it looks like. Once you qualify through the medical baseline program or the voluntary application that PG&E requires, then you can actually have a battery delivered to you, or you can stop by the office and pick one up any day of the week. So
that's
it's
really
very simple.
That's great news. That's really, really positive for everybody. And when somebody makes a call to the office for request for battery assistance, how long does it typically take before the battery could be delivered?
Well, it's up to them because they have to fill out the necessary forms. The quicker they fill out the forms and get back to Miriam, who actually is pretty quick on getting everything approved and ready to go, the quicker she does that, the quicker I get the battery to them. Once I've been told that battery number so-and-so or number 12 goes to this consumer, I immediately make the call, or I actually wait for the consumer who has an appointment to pick up the battery. And just like today, one of the consumers said that she can't get over there to pick up the battery because she's in a wheelchair and has nobody. I said, that's no problem. Your battery will be delivered to you tomorrow. So less than 24 hours. It's my job. I love it.
That's fantastic. That's really good. One of the things I want to point out to the audience too is that if you take a look at the links in the chat, and I think the Q&A, Jen, I'll clarify that, but we put quite a few important links and contact information and numbers in there. So we'll also, you can get most of that information obviously by going to the Marin Center for Independent Living website. And we will work with them to get some of that up on our website so that we get this information out and available to as many people as possible, because you want to be able to get the help when you need it.
Rich, if it gets too complicated for people, the easiest thing to do is to call the phone number, 415-459-6245, extension 10. And someone, actually me, will get right back to you.
Right. So just in our typical way of doing things, maybe say that number one more time for those who might be writing it down.
415-459-6245, extension 10. Ask for Maurice.
There we go. In some of what we've been talking about, we've been dealing, this is a question coming from the audience, folks with maybe more long-term disabilities or issues to deal with, but occasionally it'll come up that somebody has and I'm actually almost in this category myself, because I recently had a surgery that's made me immobile and kind of stuck in my bedroom for a month. But sometimes people are in a wheelchair or something for 6 months as they're recuperating. Would somebody like that, if they applied and filled out the paperwork, be eligible for the service?
Well, I couldn't actually say, but I'm going to be from a personal side. We don't know when the fires or when the power shutoffs are going to happen. So if you're in that position right now, I believe that you would be able to have a battery right now. We can't predict when the fires will occur, but we need to be powered and prepared when they are occurring. So empowerment, yes.
That's great. If nothing else, make the phone call.
That's right.
We will work with you to see the best we can do. And if they can't handle it, maybe there's some other resources they can talk to, which we're going to find out about in a minute. Who, by the way, provided the funding for the batteries? Was it one source or multiple sources?
That's an Eli question.
I'll jump in there. So we piloted this initiative last year in partnership with our state association, the California Foundation for Independent Living Centers, and PG&E. We are now, that pilot has turned into a permanent grant funded from those two entities, and we're looking to expand that effort locally with local support and donations. So I would say a combination of that core funding and the expansion with local support and partnerships.
Yeah. To all the audience, I'm sure it'd be great if we could expand the program and buy more batteries and get more support out there. More people can help develop the preparedness plan. So we're not shy about asking for financial support for this. I think it's very important, and I think that's kind of representative of all the community working together to help a lot here. Great.
Thank you so much, Rich.
great to see you. It's been a long time again. Thank you. Great presentation. And thank you so much for everything you're doing, running the Powered and Prepared program and going out there, providing all this help to people. It's just a fantastic thing you're doing. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for having us.